already started, they can watch the beginning when they get around to it. Alrighty, so welcome along to the fourth and last session of Newsletter Know-How. I am, of course, Bree Yardley, as I always have been for the entire thing. And I'm really excited about tonight's session because it just brings all of the things together. There's so much information that is just going to be of total value to you. I can't wait to get into it. Okay, so tonight we're looking at putting it all together, which is the culmination of our journey together to build wonderful, reader-friendly newsletters that are going to drive customers to buy your books. That's basically the bottom line. That's what we're trying to achieve with all of this. And by doing this newsletter building, we are in fact working towards that effectively. As always, on Thursday, we'll have an online discussion Facebook group. That'll obviously be the last one of those as well. And there'll be a lot of stuff to talk about, I would think, on Thursday after today's session. So feel free to join us there. All right, so getting into this week's session, putting it all together. So up until now, we've been learning about how your subscribers are going to react to your welcome sequences and your newsletters. And we've been looking at how you put those together, how you can build them, how to make those the most effective that they're going to be. But the problem many authors have is getting those subscribers in the first place. Tonight, we're going to be talking about the strategies you can use and put to work straight away to build your audience. All right, so you should have an organic and a non-organic. No, I'm going to change that. It's not you should have. You can have an organic and a non-organic subscriber strategy to build your subscriber lists. Organic subscribers, we've already talked about this. They don't need an incentive to sign up except for the fact that they want to know more about you and your books. They're top tier platinum level subscribers and you need to look after them. They're going to be the ones who are most likely to go ahead and buy. But they shouldn't just be a sales number either, because they're also going to be your brand ambassadors or the people who will go out and tell everybody else about your books. So they should really get some special treatment from you. Non-organics, of course, need an incentive to join up. And it's usually will take a little bit of your money to get them. We've talked last week about why you would even bother with non-organic subscribers, but they are unfortunately a necessary evil. So we build strategies to get them as well. Just in response to some conversation that there was on the Facebook page, you're under no obligation to follow any of the strategies that I suggest. All right, if you're happy just to get your subscribers organically and let them go very slowly, then do that. This is not the best way or the only way. It's one way. All I'm showing you is the strategies that got me from 1 to 3,000 in 2 months. If that's the way you want to build your list, then obviously my strategies are the ones that you want to look at. In the meantime, all of these strategies are things that you should at least consider. So, how do we get them? The organic and the non-organic subscribers. So we're going to start off with an organic subscribers strategy. So basically what we're doing is drawing organic subscribers to your list. And there are 4 good ways to do this. And they are through personal appearances. So when you show up at a book fair or an ARA signing or something like that, always have an opportunity for the people that you interact with to sign up to your list. Obviously this year, personal appearances and those kinds of opportunities have been few and far between. But they will pick up, and especially considering they've been talking about, you know, viable vaccines now. So we expect that those personal appearance, the ability to do that should improve in the next 12 months. The second one is your Facebook parties and takeovers. They're kind of like the ugly little sister of personal appearances. So you can't be there in person, but you can hop onto Facebook along with a bunch of other people, and you get your own 15 or 20 minutes to talk about yourself and your books and the general theme of whatever the Facebook party is about. Always give the attendees the place that they can sign up for your newsletter. The third thing is your blog tours. So if you have a new release and you have a blog tour as part of your new release, make sure you give your newsletter sign up space to all of the bloggers and get them to include that link in the blogs that they post. And the fourth one is the back matter of your books, which we'll talk a little bit more about in a second. But what you might notice about all of these things is that a person is signing up after they've already heard about you. They don't need another incentive than that to sign up. But you can offer them your reader magnet as a gift once they sign up, which then, you know, you get the warm and fuzzies happening straight away, which is what I have in the bottom line down there. So the last page of your book might look a bit like this. This is how we do the back matter of your books. Did you enjoy reading Miss Fenella's Fault? This is one of my books. Want to hear more about her and her happily ever after adventures? Sign up to my newsletter and get snippets, release dates and special offers just for my readers. And then we give the sign up link. Then when they follow the link, sign up, you might go, thank you so much for signing up to my newsletter. As a welcome gift for you, I'm pleased to give you a copy of Miss Fenella's Future, which is actually not a real book, but which can be downloaded from the link, and you give them the link. So you're not mentioning that incentive at all in the back matter of your book if you're specifically targeting organic subscribers. So moving over to the non-organic, so that was the fourth way that you could get your organic subscribers in. Non-organic subscriber strategies are different. Newsletter swaps, book distribution sites, promotions, competitions, but we also have in there the back matter of your books. Apart from the back matter, all of these are things that'll happen before the person's heard about you before. So, and they're the ones who are going to need an incentive to sign up to your list. So let me just show you how the back matter of a non-organic strategy might look compared to the back matter from the organic one. So we've seen the organic one. The back matter of your non-organic would be, want to read another of Fenella's adventures. Receive the free short story, Miss Fenella's Future, when you sign up for my newsletter. You'll also get snippets, release dates and special offers, and then we have the sign up link. And when they sign up, they get the book. Here's the link to the short story I was telling you about, and as a new subscriber, you can expect to receive da-da-da-da-da. So you put them through your welcome sequence. So they're slightly different from each other. And depending upon the type of subscribers you want, you can use one or the other of these processes. Or if you've got, you know, a bunch of different books, you can try different ones in different ones and see what response you get from it and the quality of the sign-ups. So looking at both of those strategies lists side by side, the pink ones, red ones, orange, pinky, orangey red ones, they're all slow growth strategies. You're not going to get 1,000 sign-ups from a personal appearance or a blog tour. It just wouldn't happen. But you will get quality sign-ups. And even non-organic signups from the back matter of your books is a quality strategy, because the person's already read something of yours. So they're a good subscriber to have, but they're not quite as good as an organic because they still need an incentive to sign up. The blue strategies are your fast growth strategies, and some are faster than others. I've used a combination of all 4 of these things to get my list up. We've discussed why you might have a fast growth strategy previously, because you need a certain number of subscribers to take advantage of the better promotions. It's a bit of a catch-22. You need to build up your numbers fast to get to the better promotions, but then when you get to the better promotions, you don't need to build your numbers as fast. But once you get to that point, you then have options that you can play with, and that's the goal. So we're going to start by looking at the slowest of the fast strategies, and then we'll move through to what is the fastest. So the slowest of the fast strategies, that's a bit of a tongue twister. I'm going to enjoy saying that. The slowest of the fast strategies is your book distribution sites. These are things like Prolific Works, your Story Origin, which was mentioned on the Facebook page today, and also BookFunnel. I concentrate on BookFunnel because it was the one that served me the best. But I do have an account with Prolific Works as well. I've looked at Story Origin several times, but they just don't have the reach in romance yet for them to be worthwhile doing. They're very sci-fi, kind of adventure story type thing. But their reach is improving. So there's a good likelihood that they will come up in time. BookSweeps Vicky, I will talk about shortly. The reason that we go with BookFunnel is because anecdotal evidence is that the readers are better being, a relative term. They're more likely to go have a look at your books and buy them rather than just being freebie seekers. It's also BookFunnel, sorry, I've just got a little bit lost then. BookFunnel's also the most well-known, so they've got the biggest customer base. And they are the most useful when it comes to tools that the author can use to get their books out there. The downside of BookFunnel is that they don't do any marketing on your behalf. It's all up to you. Prolific Works market to their readership. But the question is whether those are quality readers or not. So we're going to set everything up on BookFunnel. BookFunnel is so easy to use. All you have to do is add your pen name, upload your reader magnet, create a landing page, and then share your book. You might notice if you've read the manual that comes along with the course, which I'm certain that you've read it from cover to cover, that the third step there, create a landing page, isn't in there. And that's because I didn't do a test of the process before I wrote the book. So while we're going through this now, I'll show you all 4 of the steps instead of 3. So we're going to go over to BookFunnel, and I shall show you how to set yourself up on there. Okay, where is it? There it is. Okay, so you come into your standard BookFunnel dashboard. I'm just going to get my notes up, so make sure that I don't teach you around the wrong way. So the first thing that you do is you set up a pen name, and you need to have a pen name even if you use your own name. It's just their way of tagging you. So all you're doing is clicking on action,